Alright, y'all, so it's time to bring these calipers from looking like this got the. So what's up, y'all? Me and my son decided we want to add our own little personal touch to just the paint, plain black. So we're hitting it with a heat gun. Hit a little bit more, give about 20 more. So what we're going to be using is this high performance enamel 15-minute fast dry yellow paint. So we're going to leave on the here black, and we got it taped off here. Plus it was a little scuffed anyways on there, but we're going to do yellow. So come on, keep going, man, keep going. There you go, up and down. And gonna hit it with a fast dry paint, and yeah, you know, adding our own little personal touch to it. Right, I'm gonna show you. You just go like this.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna stick though. Y'all, so real quick, it's got a nice glossy finish to it, real nice glossy finish, real nice. So since it was already painted black in immaculate condition, all I did was wipe it down with some rubbing alcohol. Then we did about 4 coats of high temperature enamel paint. We did about 4 coats. Every time we sprayed it, you start out lightly, and then every time you sprayed it, you would start lightly. Then I would hit it with the heat gun and put it on there like every 15 minutes till I got about 4 coating of the paint. Then when I felt like I had enough, where every single layer of it was painted the way I wanted it to, then I came and I hit it with some not focusing, some high temperature clear. Well, it's a clear like this, but it's for wheel protector, and it says chip resistance polyurethane coating for steel and aluminum wheels. So it's able to handle at least 250 Fahrenheit, 121 degrees Celsius. All right, so this is how it came out. Line is not perfect, but it'll do. Just give it a little character. So when I put it on the car, and before I put it on the car, I might crack these open just to make sure inside of it looks good. But paint came out good, man. It's dry to the touch, but still don't want to touch it with your greasy hands. It's nice and smooth, nice and pretty. Alright, y'all, don't mind all that you see That's paint. It's painting in the basement. So what I'm doing, I'm painting caliper brackets, rotors. These are dual piston 95 Acura Legend, but calipers. But before I get to that, I just want to go over the parts list real quick. Man, it's like paint flaring up everywhere in here. It's on this. Yeah. So, alright, so what I want to show y'all is, first and foremost, the mistake I made. I bought an extra caliper. It was $50. I got that from the junkyard, so I went $50 over my budget, and I wound up getting the wrong caliper. This came off of a 94 Acura Legend. This is a single piston. It's the same exact size as the one I'm putting in there. Same width, same bracket, same everything. So just a real quick side-by-side comparison with the 94. In a legend calipers, you can see they're almost identical in size. You know, the only difference is that, well, there's two differences. One that you can see, one that you can't see. So I'll show you the one that you can see, which is the single piston, dual piston. Also the guy, but the only difference is this is a single piston. So that's to the side. So let's go over some of the stuff, what I spent. Alright, now, so I had to buy 2 rotors right here. These are Mini Cooper rotors from 2007 to about 2013. Mini Cooper base model rotors. They got paint all over them. TSX brake pads from a 07 on up. TSX brake pads. I got the premium ones. I didn't want to go cheap. I got brake fluid. This is .4 German engineered brake fluid. It says made in Germany. You don't have to get this, you can get regular brake fluid. I just wanted to try something different, and so this is just the parts list here, except for brake clean. You can so the brake fluid is about $14. Yep, $14 for the brake fluid. The rotors were $35 a piece, $36 a piece, 6 cents to the dollar. Both of them came up to $71, and brake pads were $53.49 for the premium brake pads. And again, this is the part number for the brake pads that I got. This is the part number for the rotors that I got. I already marked them up. So the reason why I don't have them on as yet is because the stock brake lines that I have on there, they're too long. They just weren't working. So I had to get some Stop Tech brake lines, and these come with the bleeder valve cap, the screws that go inside the caliper, and the brass crush washers, and the brake lines, which are much shorter than the other ones. So trust me, I tried going around getting brake lines, and I'll show you what happened to me once I got the calipers and all that installed and realized the brake lines were too long. So my calipers that I got, they were originally black, and I decided I wanted me and my son to add a little flair to them, and they came out perfect when we painted them at first. But when I installed them, I realized the brake lines was, by the time I realized the brake lines were too long, it was too late, because then I had brake fluid all over it and it cracked the paint. So I didn't feel like sanding it down. Plus this is going to be sitting where nobody can see it anyway, so the part that people can see is going to be fine. And I have it taped off because I'm doing a black and yellow caliper, green brackets, and like I said, it's just these part where the brake fluid directly got to. Sorry for the noise, it's laundry day also. So yeah, 95 Acura Legend sedan, or GS model or LS model, front dual piston calipers. Make sure you get the brackets, and you're going to have to, well, in my case, I'm going to have to reuse my Honda Civic bolts, these bolts, because these one that came with a Legend, they're too long, and they were like pushing into the rotor, or you're gonna have to use some spacers for this bolt here. But I'm just gonna reuse the Honda Civic bolts because I have them. Just bear in mind that they might not, when they thread through, when they come through, they might be hitting on your rotors. So I'm just trying to get this painted, dry to the touch, because I want to go on a little Krispy Kreme cruise, and I didn't expect the brake lines to come in today, so I was just gonna make do with what I have. But yeah, got the brake lines, rotors, brake pads, fluid, and the calipers, and I'm gonna let them dry some more because I'm literally like trying to paint them and install them today. Then I'll come back once I have them on the car. Alright y'all, so I'm ready to throw these new calipers on. So I'm at the bracket now. So all I'm doing is I'm making sure that the threads are clear in these, so that way when I'm ready to put it on, I'm not struggling with trying to catch this thing. So you just want to make sure all the threads are clear. Take this off, put the little sliding pin in there. Yeah, just make sure. Alright y'all, just a little side note, I did have the trimmer away the dust shield, and when I sit the rotor on here, I just run these lug nuts on here to hold it in place, so I don't have to struggle with getting it on. But the bracket will hit on the dust shield. Alright y'all, something I'm gonna strongly recommend is y'all make sure that y'all can pull these brake lines before you do anything. Me, I was spraying mines with WD-40 maybe 3 days in advance. Like every day I would spray it with WD-40. Mines, they just crack, and I'm making sure that the nut on there rotates freely. So because what I'm going to wind up doing, I'm going to pre-assemble the brake lines on the calipers prior to putting them on, so that way I don't get brake fluid running all over the caliper once I'm trying to install the brake lines while the caliper is on the car. And also something that I'm going to do is, because these calipers are put on the rear portion of the brakes, so the right one, so you see how this rear caliper is on the back of my car. This is how it would sit on the Legend. But the problem is the bleeder valve, like you can see, it sits on the top of the back of the caliper. When you put it on the Civic, it's going to be sitting at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to put the right on the left of the car, and then the left on the right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not a ASC certified mechanic, so that's just what I'm going to do, so that way I can bleed it on the car. If not, you can always put the left on the left and the right on the right and bleed it off the car using the C-clamp, to hold the piston in. and have somebody bleed it. Alright, y'all. So this car here is giving me a run for my money every which way I go. This is the part number here. This is a brake hardware kit. All I needed was these bolts. I didn't have the calipers that I got, didn't come with any. And I can't use the ones of the Honda Civic. I can't use no other ones but the Legend ones, because this guide pin is much longer. And thankfully I had the guide pins already, because this doesn't come with any rubber. And the bolts won't be, Honda or the Integra bolts won't be able to work on there. So just keep in mind the part number and make sure that your calipers come with it. Alright, y'all, so I got everything on, but the brake line, I didn't put it on the caliper till I put the caliper on, because I wanted to make sure that this bracket was gonna be able to match up with here, because gotta kind of move it back and forth, and I want to be able to set it on here, so I can catch it with one hand. Catch it, but I want to be able to move this and pivot it where I want to be able to move this and pivot it where the line is good. So kind of happy I didn't put the brake line on prior to me doing that, because now I can kind of move it, pivot it, take one off, see what works. If I would have kind of crushed the washers, then I would have been out of luck, but now I can test fit it a few times before I tighten it up all the way. So I'm gonna run that down a little bit more, catch it on here, catch it up there, and start the bleeding process. Alright, y'all, adding some of this Super DOT. Got my son getting ready to help me bleed the system. Make sure you start from the right rear, which is the furthest from the driver's side, and furthest from the brake booster, then the left rear, then the right front, then the left front last. I got everything on. I gotta put some coating around this. I got some of this kind of coating I'm gonna put around here, because you can see. Turn the wheel, turn it the other way. So yeah, I'm gonna put some Flex Seal and some kind of coating around it. So bleed the system. I ain't gonna show y'all how to bleed it, because I'm trying to hurry and get this done. Got the black, the yellow, the green. Had to put a little Flex Seal and some wrap, because when you turn the wheel, lock it all the way. Yeah. Finally made it out to the meet. Checking out the RX-7. Oh yeah? That's a rotary. Got the RX. Alright, man. Put in a lot of work to make it to this meet. Clutch, flywheel. No, not clutch, flywheel. Upgrade brakes, brake lines, race fuel, lightweight flywheel, 5th gear in the trans, all that good stuff, just so I can make it out to the meet. Let me walk. Come on, let's walk around and see what it's got. Look at the GTR. Oh yeah, the Miata. Yeah. Look at the GTR, boy.
GTR. And look at the Camaro.
Camaro. Oh yeah. and I'm gonna do the cruise.
I was like, it's not bad. But then when I drove it, okay, it wasn't.
How you doing?
It wasn't much of a difference. Other than, I mean, this is kind of. It's just a little bit
more. That's that rotary. Woo! That rotary singing. Oh yeah. Got the hatch. Got the hatch over there. Got the Evo. Oh yeah. Check out some more. We at the meet before the cruise. So just checking out some stuff. Doing like 40 miles to the cruise, which is great because last time I came out, I couldn't make it on the cruise because I had to go to work. But today I get to relax. Yep. Got the Corvette.
They had another car?
Yeah, they had one right here before. You heard that, ignore the dent. It adds character.
Yeah. It's nice, but it's not too nice, so if it gets fucked up, you don't care.
I'm guessing cams. This thing is nice, man. Uh-oh. Got it. What's this? Oh yeah, out today. This cruise is gonna be nice. I know this is dirty, y'all, but this got some nice side skirts on it. I really do like it. Got me thinking now. Ooh, got the rear diffuser. This thing got the whole body kit. Oh my gosh, I like that. This is a Ford. What is it? A Fiesta ST. Got the Evo. Woo. Oh, what? You switched it over or something? Oh, wait a minute. What was that? A magic trick? What happened? Because it was quiet when it came in. Okay. Woo. Wash, wax, like it just got repainted. Gosh. LS3, babe. Can't beat the V8. Wow.
Oh, me and my mom went here before. So it's up at a different place. We got donuts. Oh, I got a wolf donut.
Got the Evo.
We got that car as that car too.
Got the Brembo.
No, never. Ebo.
Man, I just love these cars.
So they were this.
Love them. Look at how this thing sits. Carbon fiber. Man, this thing is just super quiet, man. It's real quiet. Guess he's coming back some more. Old dude got this. I'm surprised he don't got chromes on it. Exhaust. Yeah, this cruise is gonna be nice. Yeah, it's quiet, man. Trying to make it fit in there.